All right, well, welcome and thank you for jumping on tonight. This is our first New Zealand live webinar and we know they're going to grow. So what we'll be doing is recording the information so you can share this with your friends throughout the week. But every Sunday night at 8:30, we can have people jump on board, watch the presentation live. You'll see the live promos for the week and or the current promos. So Nucerity is officially launched. It's in its 6th day. So exciting in New Zealand. And we also have some awesome team members already who have joined in. Can't wait to get moving. So with Nucerity, we've got 7 products, all backed by science. And the uniqueness of our company is our founders won't introduce a product that you can buy an equivalent of from somewhere else. So all of the products generally do 2 to 3 or more things. We won't introduce a product that you can go and buy an equivalent from another shop. So they're heavily researched products. Our Skincerity, which is our patented technology, our breathable barrier, has multiple patents on the technology. So what that means is the technology that we have, nobody else can copy or replicate. You'll never see an equivalent in a chain store. So how it was discovered was an accidental discovery. The inventor, Phyllis, owned a laboratory in Texas and she'd been out shopping and fell over, broke her wrist. And what happened was she developed quite a nasty scar. So knowing that she had been creating this breathable barrier, this new technology that was trapping medicines against the skin. So when you have a wound and the doctor dresses it in a bandage, most of that pharmaceutical or that ointment that they've put on the wound is absorbed into the bandage and then it's thrown away. So they're looking for a way to trap medicines against the skin and help reduce wastage. So millions of dollars worth of grant funding went into this product that Phyllis had been creating. So after she'd fallen and had developed that nasty scar, her surgeon said, rub vitamin E capsules in, and she was getting frustrated with the vitamin E smearing over her clothes and over her bed sheets. So she went down and said to them, can you strip out all of the medicine and just make me my own batch of this cast, this mask, and can you just have vitamin E as the active ingredient in there for me? So she started to roll her wrist, and within 6 weeks she went back to her surgeon and her scar had disappeared, and her surgeon said, if I didn't know any better and I didn't know what arm I operated on, Phyllis, I wouldn't be able to tell. And then all of her friends were saying, your arm looks younger. So she'd accidentally discovered a way to trap in our moisture, to reverse the signs of aging. And then she started to test it on more conditions. So Skincerity helps with over 40 skin conditions, and we'll show you some photos. But the products have never been tested on animals. They're cruelty-free, clinically proven. They have so much research behind them. And this is me filming Ange, and we did the pinch test. So usually you see this on one of the corporate videos. And when you meet Phyllis, she says to you, do you want to pinch my hands? And it's bit exciting, like it's like pinching your nans on one side and like my 11-year-old daughter on the other. So you can see in this pinch test and just pinching Phyllis's right hand, and it's still coming back. You can see that snap, like you can still see that her original skin is still lifted. So this is her party trick, and she walks around saying to people, pinch my hands. So she still is involved in the company. And what she did was she passed it over to these 3 men. These 3 men are our founders, and they've been together for over 30 years, which is longer than a lot of businesses even sustain or last. Sometimes they say even some marriages. But they've had multiple major successes. They had a product that was retailed in stores like Walmart, and it was distributed in over 46 countries. And they realized that when they found Skincerity and they wanted to take it out to the people, that going into a retail environment and having somebody else control what their product was worth was not what they wanted to do. And thankfully, because they had been so successful, they had very deep pockets and they were able to outbid L'Oreal and Proactive. So it's a massive tick because I'd used both L'Oreal and Proactive in the past. They took the product to a women's trade show, and after demonstrating the product and showing people how quickly they could feel results, showed them photos of the results they'd already found, they sold out. They thought they had enough product there for the whole weekend, and they sold out in 2 hours. So they went, wow, women love to talk. So they went down this avenue of people-to-people marketing. That we're debt-free now, like you can know, we're in 17 countries, we've hit New Zealand, and we're only nearing 7 years old. So when you think of companies like Tupperware, who have been around for 70 years, we're only in our 6th year, so it's so new, and it's, you know, a company that has grown in other markets and other countries. So knowing that you guys are the first people to hear about Nucerity is so exciting for you. And Skincerity did reduce their Botox. They owned a dermatology group of practices around Texas, and they had over 300,000 patients, and they reduced their Botox sales by 50%. Skincerity kind of took over, which is why now it's a word of mouth business. So on Instagram, these 3 models in the middle, they have over 1 million followers, and they're using the products. They're not being paid by Nucerity. We don't pay marketing fees, and that's how we're able to be rewarded. So instead of paying for marketing, money comes back to the people who are sharing it with their friends. And last year, we also had the products gifted at the Oscars. So you have to be new and safe and innovative, something brand new to be gifted to the celebrities at the Oscars. And Jess Pert down in the left corner, she was Miss Global. So she's a Melbourne girl. She comes to our meetings here in Melbourne, and she used these products, and she won Miss Global 2015. So that's the second level down. You have a scale of Miss Universe, then Miss Global, and she loves the products and shares them to her friends. So I'm going to turn you over to Andrea. Andrea is one of our local Melbourne ladies who we work together daily now. She works in Subaru, so it's a car. So she hates that she sells cars. She doesn't love selling, which is why she loved jumping onto Nucerity. She's a busy mum of 2 teenagers, and she's been able to reduce her hours, thankfully, because of this company. So she's going to share with you the products, share some stories and some transformations. Not all of them, because we'd be here all night, but I'll pass you over to Andrea to quickly give you a taste of what the products can do for you. Thank you.
Thank you, gorgeous. Hello, everyone. Thank you for jumping on tonight. First, in America now, they are illegal to put in them. They've banned them from putting in products. So as you rotate, your hands, rub it off, and your skin cells come off. So it's gentle enough to use every single day, or strong enough to use once a week. Just some examples on tattoos, old tattoos, to freshen them up, and the hands and heels. Advanced IFX3. I actually love this. There are so many eye serums out there that do 1 or 2 things. This actually does 3 things, and I say B, C, and D. Bags, crow's feet, and dark circles. It actually works on all 3. It contains arginine. What's arginine? It's nature's box. It rolls on. It's on an actual rollerball. It's on a steel rollerball. It's very soothing and cooling. Day, morning and night. You can put it over makeup or under makeup. Quick results. So you can have quick results to long-term results. And here again, Dal. And you can see Mary Beth. Mary Beth is actually very game. She does half of her face for 3 months, and you can just see the difference. Peptide Plus. It's sheer, it's absorbing, it's luxurious, it's fragrance-free. It helps promote, it just gets rid of visible signs of aging. I love putting on, and you only need the tiniest bit. Helps promote, with the peptides in it, has peptides in it, and it helps promote your collagen boosting. Rejuvenating barrier. Oh, I think everyone fights over who this is their favourite. It's our first one with a scent. It has like a honey scent, and it just goes on. It's like a serum, but it's water-based. It's probably the best primer. The makeup artist in Australia on 7, 9 and 10 in Queensland, I don't know if you get Home and Away there, but the whole Home and Away cast is using it in Pirates of the Caribbean. It puts a film on, it's like a daytime barrier on your skin. So it keeps the makeup off. What we're finding is it washes off easier. You don't have to use as much, but it has natural anti-inflammatory properties in it as well. So if you have a rash or psoriasis in your hair, you just drip it into your hair, and it doesn't make your hair go oily. So you can use it during the day. Here's some examples. You can see little Kobe. He's had a cold, and you can just see within 2 hours it's gone. Kobe's nappy rash, and Logan with his psoriasis. These are all photos of people we know too, just so. Sincerity. This is my absolute favourite. What is it? Belinda was talking about it. It is, you roll it, it sets, you forget it, you go to bed, you wake up and you touch your face because it is brand new. It helps your skin go back to when your skin was, when you were first born. It brings your skin, it holds in the hydration, locks, you roll it on. And what happens is there's 5 main ingredients. So there's the polymer, which you can see the lady peeling off at the moment. There is an apple fragrance, which you can smell that when it's dry. There is vitamin E and grapeseed oil, and they're very strong antioxidants. And there's a pharmaceutical acetone. Why is the acetone in there? When I first heard there was acetone in there, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I am not putting nail polish remover on my face. You're like, you're nuts. Then I saw all these nurses and health professionals all, endorsing this product. This has had years, it's had 10 years of clinical trials, like Belinda was talking about before, and research done on it. So it's patented, it's tested, it's got grants, money is given to it, like $5 million worth of grant money. So it's proven safe from infancy to older. You roll it on, it flash dries. As it flash dries, it pops microscopic holes in the barrier. And what this does is the hot pores are large enough to let oxygen in, but small enough not to let your body's own moisture out. And as you can see here, that first picture, that's like a wrinkle in your skin. You roll the mask over. The second one is the yellow is the antioxidants coming down, and the blue is what the secret is. It's your body's own moisture coming back up. At night, you go into transepidermal water loss. Your body loses up to 70% of the moisture. Now, you can drink and drink and drink water, but you're still going to have transepidermal moisture loss. What this does is, when you roll the Sincerity on, it tricks your skin signaling system into thinking it has a perfect layer of skin on top. So your body lets the body's moisture go there because it doesn't think it's going to lose it. So it can be wrinkles, it can be psoriasis, it can be a bite, it can be acne, as you see with Dorothy. Any kind of condition, you roll Sincerity on. Dorothy's beautiful girl. We've met Dorothy. She just used Sincerity, and 9 months, a little boy walked up to her and she was telling me, and she said, he said, "Oh, does your face hurt?" And she said, "Yeah, it feels like bee stings." But I think the biggest thing, like she said to me, is I can actually look at people and make eye contact with people now. I don't feel like I'm a freak walking down the street. I actually feel like I'm normal and boring, and I'm happy with that. Kirsty's mum's neck. This is Wendy, just rolling the Sincerity. You can see it's brought the hydration back. Auntie Gail. Power of the photo. Gail had used a whole bottle and didn't think it worked. And when we took the second photo after 4 weeks, this is a 5-week photo, she finished the bottle in 4 weeks. There's the difference. So when you are gifted with Sincerity, it truly is a gift, please take your before photo. Eczema on young Ruby's arm. Dermatitis on the hands, eczema on the hands. Again, Michelle, our naturopath in Canberra, was using on this beautiful little 6-month-old. And you can see because it has been proven safe for infants up to elderly. Even old scars. This is an old thyroid scar. Like it's years old. It's like 28 years old. In 2 months, it's plumped itself up from the hydration and changed dramatically. Kendra had a car accident. Poor darling. She had glass, her face went against the glass. 2.5 months of rolling, as she was pulling it up, Skincerity draws everything up and out. She had shards of glass in the mask, so it brought it all out. Arlene, you know what? Her smile says it all. She has acne rosacea. Look at the confidence in her smile and how good she feels about herself. Skin graft, that's the donor site, just half, and you've got on the other side eczema, psoriasis as well. Steve, rolling Skincerity, and this young boy didn't know how to use a straightening iron. Stitches. One thing I will say, because Skincerity does draw everything underneath the system, up and out, please take when the stitches are out, then roll. Myra wanted to show us her tummy in San Diego. She had a dress on, a little bit embarrassing. Love Myra. They're actually Myra's tummy. So mummy tummy, stretch marks with Natasha. Cold sores, tattoos and warts. Draws it all up and out. Why Skincerity? Skincerity works. I've seen it work on actually about 41 different cases. It works on anything on the skin. It helps your body go into repair mode. Your body does it. It's like a cast. When you break your arm, you get a cast on your arm. It's not the cast that repairs your arm. It's the cast holds your arm in position and your body goes into repair mode. It's the same with Skincerity. Anything that's on your system, your body goes into repair mode to repair it. Renew. What's Renew? Renew is Skincerity. It works the same as Skincerity, but it hasn't got the vitamin E and grapeseed oil, and it helps increase our collagen synthesis by 483%. Like, wow. And what does that mean? It helps our old cells act like new. Fantastic. Shiloh's young. She's used it for 5 days. You've got 5 days here. Sorry, 28 days. Put my glasses back on. Body Silk. This is head to toe spa in a bottle. Elbows, dry elbows, all over your face. It's got a heat treatment in it, so you can actually use it in your hair if you're using irons or hair dryers. I love it. I have sensitive eyes. I've tried so many different makeup removers, and they all say sensitive, but they still sting. This is actually the only stuff that takes my makeup off, and I use a lot of mascara, takes it off and does not sting. I think you're actually growing my eyelashes too, by the way. So just results using all the products. Nikki in 2 weeks, and Michelle, excellent for acne scarring because it plumps it up, it puts the hydration back in there. Pigmentation and her sunspots. Oh, the beautiful Annie. Annie lives up the top of Queensland. She actually has been off. She was in the army and she's been on leave for PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. She's been on there for 20 years. And the confidence that it has brought back to her in her face, how her pigmentation's changed, but reconnecting with the girls that she used to be in the army with, she goes out now. Like, she's not allowed to work, but she's happy to go out and just boost her confidence. She just feels brand new. Ange has had rosacea on her nose. She's young, she's fit, she's sporty. She couldn't get rid of her rosacea. She's spent laser treatments. She's had many laser treatments. 2 years, she looks younger. And she's actually 2 years older. But what it has enabled for Ange, there's me. It has enabled Ange to actually cut back her hours of work too. So she spends more time with her young kids because she's got a mum of 3 young kids. Okay, so this is me. When they say take a photo, which I did say to you, take a photo, please smile because you never know. Look, my photo's up here. Smile. But I actually am happier in my last photo. When I was introduced to the products, I went to the meeting and they showed me the products and like what it could do. And I thought, okay, wow, I can help people here. I can help my husband. He's got psoriasis. I can help my daughter. She's got acne. You know, my cousin has dermatitis all over her hands. Fantastic. I don't need it. I'm using premium products. Like, I was using good products. It's not for me. I'll use it for everyone else to help everybody else. They said, well, listen, you've got to use it. I go, all right, I'll use it, using my husband. And then I did these photos and went, oh my gosh, my premium products weren't so premium and my face seriously needed it. So that's me. Helen, the beautiful Helen. Helen joined Nucerity. She's joined for the business. She wants to help people. She actually wants to help animals. She actually wants to have a healing centre up in the hills. She's up in the hills up there, and wants to have a healing centre. Create one, run it, and have it for sick animals. So look at her face as well. Love it. Shelley, this is the beautiful Shelley. Awesome results in 14 months. But the biggest thing for Shelley is Shelley's a wedding photographer. She now has her weekends back because she doesn't have to work every weekend and she can do jobs when she wants to. They even had complaints to corporate saying that she'd had fillers and Botox. She hasn't. She's taken photos showing you she can make wrinkles on her face. Yes, beautiful Belinda. You heard from her. You know what? Belinda used Renew on one side of her face and you can actually see just here the reduction and under her eyes in just 7 days. Now, she'd already been using Sincerity in the products. So for her to have that result, she actually got a bit chicken and said, right, that's it, I'm going to even it out now. But Belinda didn't go to school to pick up her kids because she's got 2 young kids and she wouldn't go to school without makeup on. And now she does. So it's a real confidence thing. Fleur and Leanne, also from the hills, these girls have had such good results and put the hydration back in their face. Debbie has flawless skin, but she wants to keep flawless skin. Eva, what can I say about Eva? Eva is 60s. She has been voted #1 makeup artist in Australia. She's a top celebrity makeup artist. But in this 2-year picture, she's also now been #1 top income earner in Australia. So she's a wealth creator in Australia in Nucerity. And she's actually even got younger. You know, it's changed her life completely. How do you get the products? Well, I'm going to hand back to the beautiful Belinda. And thank you so much for listening. Belinda, I don't know if you know, she's the reason I'm here. She's the reason so many of us in Melbourne and you guys over in New Zealand are here tonight. She's a Ruby leader in our team. She's always there to help us. She actually has been chosen as one of 12 people worldwide in the whole of Nucerity to be on the President's Council, which is a huge honour. So she's won trips overseas and travels all the time with us, but we love her. I'm talking a lot about you. She has 2 small children. And back to you, gorgeous. Thank you, ladies.
All right. So I'm going to explain how you can get your hands on the products and also touch on the enormous potential around using the products and sharing it with your friends and how this opportunity can completely change your life. So whoever sent you this video or has invited you onto tonight's webinar, they have a website. They can direct you to their website and you can buy the products. So if you just want to use the products and love them, 40% off, you can accrue points and get the 8th free, and it comes with a 100% money back guarantee. So it's a no-brainer. But if you want the products at the cheapest possible price, you might like the idea of having a second stream of income. Robert Kiyosaki, I can never get his name out right, says that women should always have a second stream of income, just in case. Or so, you can set up this wholesale account for $45, get the products at the cheapest possible price. You're not locked into anything, but you can just use the products and love them, or you can share them with your friends and build a massive business opportunity and replace your income if you want to. Some people, it just happens by default. They don't even know it's going to happen. So the opportunity and what's residual income. Residual income is showing people how to get paid while they're sleeping, get paid while they're holidaying, get paid if they're sick. Like we have, bills coming in all the time. Why not have a weekly paycheck coming in through a second stream of income? And it's just an enormous opportunity that's allowing people to travel more and pay off their bills, pay off their mortgage, pay off their car loans, pay off their credit cards, even just have a healthier retirement fund. Like, what is it that Nucerity could do for you? Do you love those products enough that you could use them every month or every week or every day? What am I talking about? So within the economy and people, 50% of the workforce say that they're unhappy. 60% say that they want to be their own boss. And Gen Ys, I love the Gen Ys. I love them. Like, all my family are Gen Y. But working, they want to work like a different way. They don't want to have to work 9 till 5. They've watched their mums and their grandparents like work until they're 65 and then hopefully enjoy their retirement. They want to go out and have fun now, and they're just changing the workforce. Seriously, the skincare industry is $245 billion and growing at a 7% rate annually. It's predicted to be a $1 trillion industry in the next 20 years. Word of mouth industry is growing, it's booming, and it's just, there's so many people within Nucerity who are completely changing the lives of their friends and families around them just by using them and loving them and telling people about them. So how do you do it? There's 4 simple steps. You join and you set up that account. It's a once-off joining fee of $45, and it gives you products at wholesale. It also gives you a website. Anyone who's set up a website in a traditional business knows how much that can be. You get all of the training material. You get somebody who will be your mentor and your coach and who will be there to answer your calls and answer your messages. When you need them. You get 24/7 support online. Nucerity are there to help us answer questions. And this business is willable, which is massive. So what that means is the weekly paycheck that comes through to our accounts and comes through to, people that we introduce, they can pass that on to their family. So if something happens to you, you've set your family up for life. So think about what this can do for you guys in New Zealand with it just, so I'm not even a week old, like, it blows my mind. The second step is to pick a pack that's right for you. So you guys have 5 different personal trio packs. The first one is like anti-aging. The second one is for people who maybe have a little bit of acne. The third one is you can't go without the exfoliator. Exfoliator, you can demonstrate it in 30 seconds. It makes your skin feel like glass. I think the fourth one is maybe for people with acne, and the 5th one is anti-aging on steroids. Like, I don't know. Like, I love them all. I can't pick a favourite. I use all products every day, or I alternate between the white Skincerity and the Skincerity Renew. I still use both. But you can pick a pack. It's $222.30 plus postage, which is about $19. And you get that $45 enrollment fee waived. So you're setting up a business, you're buying 3 products, you're going to use them and love them. Such a no-brainer. And then you don't want to run out. So to participate in the 9 ways that New Zealand get paid, all you need to do is commit to buy 2 to 3 products every 4 weeks. So have those bottles shipped to your door. You don't need to go out to the shops and buy them. And you're running a business, and it keeps your account active. And it gives you the potential to completely replace your income, sometimes accidentally, and you're not locked into anything. We're not asking you to commit to 6 months or a year, but once you start using them, you won't want to ever go without them. You become addicted, like, it's crazy. And you just have to pick 100 points worth. So 1 month you might pick 2, the next month you might have 3. You just look at what you're running out of and you have them shipped to your door. It's really simple. Then you go out and find 2 people at least. Do you know 2 people who would use these products, or who you can help with their skin with these products, or who maybe complains about not loving their job anymore, or who wants more holidays, or who is just in a lot of debt? Like, who can you help with this business opportunity? You need to go out and find 2 people, and you start getting paid to have fun. There's actually 9 ways plus the incentive trips. So you can be rewarded with holidays. It doesn't matter. You determine your earning potential. It's not like you have a boss who says you're worth a certain amount anymore. You, by helping as many people as you can determine how high, and there's no ceiling on your earning potential. it starts with you and you find 2 people. So it might be that you find, you talk to your neighbour and she's like, yep, I love the products, I want to use them, I see it. And then you might have a stressed out sister. So you find 2 people, one for your left team and one for your right. And then this is about positioning and why you should say yes now to the person who's invited you. Because what if they know more than 2 people? Just say, I knew 4 people. And I found a lady at work who was about to go on maternity leave and was stressed out about money and didn't know she wanted to come back to work. Well, then I could add her to my left team. And she would then, my neighbour, this lady who I signed up first on that left side, she would start benefiting from my friend from work. And then so would my sister from another colleague or friend that I knew. So we help each other. So whoever we find, you benefit from. And then this is why we love this community. It's so pay it forward. It's all about positioning and saying yes first, really. Do you know 4 people? Like, this is an example just to show you the massive earning potential around what Nucerity can do for you. Do you know 4 people that you could help, that you could talk to? You might talk to 20 people and 16 say no, but 4 might go, yeah, I see it, I want it, I'm going to do it with you. Then they do the same. If you all start with that pack, and then they start with that pack, and I know one of my girls who might be on the video or the call tonight, she's already found 4 people. So she's already achieved that tick of month 1. Now, if she helps them do 4 and they do 4, by your 2nd month, your business is paying for itself. By your 3rd month, you're earning an income. You're getting free products. And then you start to by that 7th month, this is just an example to show you. Some people, they don't talk to people and they don't find any. Some people go and find 10. You just don't know. But there's so much potential around sharing these products that work. We don't claim, they come with that money back guarantee, so they work. Why do you want to rank to diamond? Well, we have 11 diamonds in Australia. We don't have one in New Zealand yet, but we will have one soon. And they generally are making, I don't know, $2,000 to $5,000 a week. That's crazy. Who needs that much money? But what could you do? Who could you help? In Australia, we have a lady who was a stay-at-home mum of 5 kids for over 20 years. We had a news reporter, we had a grandma, we had a lady who was a lecturer, a lady who was a pharmacy assistant, and then a whole heap of makeup artists and nurses. So they ranged in age from 35 to 60. And they're all proof that this business model works. People want to change their lives. So just say you could find 10 people over the next few years, maybe the first few months, who knows how long it would take you to find people to say yes. And then they do the same and they do the same. That's how simple it is. And you can qualify for those all expenses paid holidays every year. There's men and Gen Ys, there's healthcare professionals and personal trainers and accountants and lawyers and doctors. There's so many people doing this. They all can see the simplicity of using and loving these products and sharing it with their friends. The founders are not just men at the top. They actually come and they'll visit New Zealand. They visited Australia a few times, and David took us out drinking in the city. He paid for our drinks. It's nuts. What CEO of any other company kind of gets down and talks to the everyday people? We love them. And it's not a get rich quick scheme, but what could a little bit of income do for you? Maybe $500 a month, maybe $2,000 a month, maybe you're going even aiming higher, who knows? But how will your life be different in 12 months or 2 years or 5 years? Can you see that by investing a few hours a week, how this could change your life? There's an army of people who are there to support you and help you and show you how. You don't need to know what you're doing. We will answer the questions. We want you to learn how to answer those questions, learn how to do it later, like Richard Branson says. It's about living life on your terms and having choices and freedom and flexibility. Some of the girls on the video on tonight know Amber in the middle, and she's the girl who introduced it to me. Now, a lot of us were all traveling on a Kentucky bus over 10 years ago. And look at how it's brought us all together. you might be thinking of 2 people that would join forces with you. But what if those 2 say no? You know, people, like, we have a storage bank of names in our head of people we know. And, you know, us 3 have been able to retire, and this is our full-time gig. Like, we just help people, whether it's over the phone, over a coffee, over the internet. We're invested in giving you our time to help you guys start those stepping stones, like get going in New Zealand. So if you're watching the video, if you're on the video or on the live presentation tonight, if you have questions, please get them answered. This truly is a no-brainer. Like, a business that you run for $6.70-ish a day, like, you get to, what could you do? How could you find that money to get yourself started? Because like you saw, you don't need to pay forever. Nucerity will be paying for itself. So thanks for joining us tonight. We'll be doing these weekly, and we'll speak to you again soon. So thank you.